chatting about wild dogs, saying we see them so seldomly here, and I wonder when the next time it will be that we see them, and I really did not expect it to be 20 minutes later. And thankfully that leopard track was on the road and caused us to turn around and drive back to this area. What's been quite a tough morning in terms of game viewing has just swung around and become an absolute blessing to us, because these animals don't get seen very often by us or by many people who live and work here. Looks like there's about 6 members in this pack, but I could be wrong. 5 that I can see, but I think there was a 6th that had set up earlier. Yeah, it looks like 6, possibly more. That I was just talking about where the leopard would have in all likelihood crossed, because there's been no sign of them, but that's good for us because it means that they have been heading in an easterly direction in towards our property. So, well, Brent's going to be very happy because it's his favourite animal, and actually on his first drive for WildEarth he got extremely lucky to have seen Wild Dog, and he's going to have a big smile on his face when I get back and tell him that this afternoon could mean the 2 of us chasing around after the Wild Dog. They really are exciting animals to follow when they are on the move, because they move at such high speeds and are also highly successful in terms of the strike rate of bringing down prey. Doesn't look like they've had a successful morning today though, because their bellies are empty, it looks like. So not a good morning hunting for them, it appears, but that's good prospects for us this afternoon. Well, even though it's very exciting prospects and great that we get to see this incredible animal, the wild dog, it comes down to the quality of the sighting story that I spoke about earlier on the drive, when we had those magnificent Inyala bulls walking past us in perfect sunlight, the one displaying his horns. This is the example of not the highest quality of the actual sighting. The quality of the subject is incredible, the wild dog itself, but when they are sleeping in long grass, there's a limit to how entertaining they can be for obvious reasons. I don't know anybody really that's entertaining when they're asleep, personally. So that is the battle we are up against now, but such good prospects for this afternoon, if we can find them again. There's always the risk that they get up and trot off in any which direction in between the game drives, but we'll hope that doesn't happen today. So we have made a plan to get a message to Aubrey to share this information with them. His guests are leaving this morning, and it would be wonderful for them to finish off this safari with seeing these animals. We actually had a brief introduction to his guests yesterday after the evening drive, and they told us they've had a great safari so far, not just here in the Sabi Sands, but in the Kruger National Park as well beforehand. Try Aubrey again. Aubrey. Aubrey. Now this afternoon, if these animals do head further north from here on that road we just came down, the herd of impala with the 3 males we were watching are going to get a considerable fright, and potentially 1 or 2 of them, it may mean the end of their careers here. But that is if only if the wild dogs do head north, and again, it's not every time they succeed, so the impala may get lucky, but that's something to bear in mind. There's some great potential prey nearby there that I know of, and their team, and we got to share an incredible sighting of wild dogs chasing some impala. We're here to hold on for dear life as we raced after them. What I'm going to potentially do, I just want to get to a spot where Brian can show you the impala in relation to where the wild dog are. And this should be able to do it here. So they're not far away, and these wild dogs are going to see them. What will happen thereafter, I cannot tell you. But this is a scenario worth waiting for to see what unfolds. Because the impala are walking into view more towards this clearing. Get up. Okay. That one had a flea or something. That's why it's shaking its head, but that's a very good flea. That's the flea that's going to help them to see the impala. I'm just repositioning a couple of them as the shady spots drift into the sun. They will continue to move deeper into this vegetation and shelter. And the impala are basically gone out of sight. It is difficult for us to position where we can show you both the wild dogs and the impala. But that opportunity has disappeared, which is fine. I enjoyed the excitement of the potential chase, and that's what it's about out here. Can't always have the events unfold as you would like them to, and that's life. But the fact that we've got these animals here on the property, and even managed just to see the few brief glimpses that we have had, probably the best one thanks to the flea that got that one dog up and about and shaking its head. But we really hit the jackpot. Finished off this morning's drive with an incredible stroke of fortune for a little whirlwind tour through. It really is a great view that we have out here of the mountains in the distance. Clear blue skies. So at this stage, nothing to worry about weather-wise for this afternoon. This is part of the Drakensberg mountain range, which stretches almost the whole way through South Africa down to the south in Cape Town. Beautiful. Well, the wild dog, say one last goodbye to the sleeping wild dog, and when you tune in for the afternoon drive, be ready to watch these animals showing us exactly what makes them one of the most successful hunters out here. Well, really consider us fortunate to have bumped into those animals, and we got lucky turning around to follow up on those leopard tracks, even though, excuse me, we knew they were very close to our boundary and in all likelihood not going to come up with anything. And the main reason why I did want to come back was just to check the termite mound that I was talking about as the wild dog popped into view. So indirectly the leopard led us to the wild dog. Who would have thought? Impossible to see from here. Yeah, I mean, geez, even from when we were parked right there, it was hard to see them. And thankfully the one little wild dog, so this is the same road we drove along, but Brian's showing you out there towards that big tree. I mean, there's just no way with this long grass of seeing anything lying down in that area. That's where they are. That's exactly where they are. So that's great, and only a minute left. So to Alex in the final control room, thank you very much for all your help from there, and from Brian on camera. Great work, and sorry I couldn't find you more animals to film this morning. And then from myself, big thank you for following us. It'll be myself and Brent out this evening. And have a great day or night wherever you are. And I'll just continue moseying along, and unless we bump into anything, we'll see you next time.